Welcome to Mr. Brown's Basement. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the common failure points of microwave ovens and how to fix them. The most common failures can be repaired at minimal cost. Before getting into the things that can silence your microwave oven, I have to talk about 4 safety considerations. The first thing is, surprisingly, sharp edges. Manufacturers assemble microwave ovens assuming that they'll probably never be opened again. They put little care into making edges and corners blunt and safe. It's very easy to get a deep and nasty cut. Using work gloves is a reasonable precaution. The second is microwave radiation. Microwaves carry the energy that heat water contained in food. Fortunately, when the microwave oven is off and unplugged, it's impossible to be injured by microwaves. If you notice the door is damaged, or doesn't close properly, or if the grill inside the door is broken, microwave energy can leak out, causing burns. I don't recommend repairing microwave ovens with damaged doors. It's not worth the risk. Thirdly, there's the chance of electrocution. There are uninsulated points within the microwave oven which carry line voltage, about 120 volts in North America. Line voltage can give you a bad burn, cause secondary injuries, or cause death. But that's nothing compared to the voltage from the high voltage transformer, which is around 2000 volts. Electric shock from this transformer causes almost certain death. Fortunately, when the microwave oven is unplugged, you can't receive an electric shock from either the line voltage or the high voltage transformer. The high voltage capacitor can hold a substantial charge even when the microwave is unplugged and has been off for a while. Later on, I'll talk about safely making sure this capacitor is discharged. Finally, if you don't feel confident or competent with opening up your microwave oven to diagnose and repair it, don't do it. Now, with that said and out of the way, let's get to it.
Let's talk about the tools you will need to repair a microwave oven. Most microwave ovens are held together with security screws. In other words, screws with non-standard heads. You can, as I did, order screwdriver bits to match these screws. You don't have to though. You can often ram a small flathead screwdriver into the screw head and with some time and patience still get the screws out. Having the right screwdriver bit is a real time saver though. You should have a variety of flat blade and Phillips head screwdrivers. Your screwdrivers should have insulated handles. A pair of pliers can be very helpful to remove stuck straight connectors from lugs. It's also important to have a multimeter. The multimeter needs to have a low ohms range and voltage ranges. It's also helpful, but not essential, for your multimeter to have a capacitance range. A spare 9-volt battery will come in handy, as you'll see later on. The 2 situations I see most often are, the microwave oven is dead, no light, no display, and it won't do anything, and the microwave oven looks like it works, but it doesn't. In other words, the display is on and the keypad responds, but no heating takes place. Before you start, make sure the microwave oven is unplugged. Get out your screwdriver bits to open the case. As mentioned before, the edges of the case are unfinished and can easily cut you. Safety gloves may reduce the number of cuss words you will use during this repair. If the microwave oven is dead, that means power is not even getting as far as the control board. Yes, it's possible that the control board is dead, but that's probably not the issue. The first thing to suspect is the fuse. It will either be a glass or ceramic type. Sometimes fuses fail because they've detected a problem, but sometimes they fail just because. Because they've overheated, because they're old, because they've woken up on the wrong side of the fuse holder that day. Get out your multimeter and put it on the low ohms range and test it. If it reads under an ohm, it's good. If not, obtain a replacement fuse of the same size and ampacity and replace it. But this may not be the end of your problems, so get 2 or 3 of them, as the new one may blow when you plug in the microwave oven. Assuming the fuse is good, the next thing to check is the door interlock switches. Microwave ovens are designed to cut the power when the door is open with a series of switches. This prevents people from being exposed to dangerous levels of microwave radiation. If switch 1 or switch 2 have become stuck open, this may be your problem. The purpose of switch 3 is to blow the fuse if switch 1 gets stuck closed. Locate the switches and test them with your ohm meter. They will be on the catch side of the door. They should test 0 ohms with the door open and infinite ohms with the door closed, or vice versa. If a switch doesn't change value, either from 0 ohms to infinite ohms when the door is opened and shut, it's defective. You may have to use your pliers to remove the slide terminals from each switch to get an accurate reading. If you notice that the cooking cavity lamp is dead, this is a good time to replace it. Most microwave ovens have a bulb covered under a shield. The bulbs will be connected using slide terminals. You can buy bulbs or LEDs. The advantage of LEDs is that you can have a brighter looking bulb that lasts the lifetime of the oven. Microwave ovens have one or more thermal limit switches. These devices are closed until they reach a certain threshold temperature that they should never reach. Then they open until the temperature falls. Pull off one slide connector before testing. Using your ohm meter, they should read under 1 ohm. If you need to replace one of them, you need to get one that activates at the same temperature as the original. The part number should be printed right on it. Make sure you get the right part. If the microwave oven turns on but doesn't heat, the problem may be the high voltage section. The control circuit sends power to the magnetron through the transformer. The transformer supplies filament voltage of about 3.5 volts to heat the magnetron's cathode and about 2000 volts to draw electrons to the magnetron's anode. From the diagram, there's not much to it. A transformer, a high voltage rectifier, a high voltage filter capacitor, and the magnetron itself. The high voltage transformer is dangerous enough that I don't recommend testing it while it's running. The 2000 volts on the secondary side exceeds the breakdown voltage of many meters test leads and poses a serious, possibly deadly shock hazard. If the transformer has failed, it will probably be charred and smell smoky, caused by the breakdown and combustion of insulation inside the transformer. If the transformer has failed, it's time for a new microwave oven. It's not worth replacing. Fortunately, that's rare. To test the high voltage rectifier and capacitor, you must first be certain that the capacitor is discharged. While many microwave ovens have something called a bleeder resistor to gradually discharge the capacitor, I wouldn't bet my life on it. To manually discharge the capacitor, you will need 2 long insulated screwdrivers to insert into the terminal guards on the capacitor. Then you will touch their uninsulated metal shafts together. Doing so will discharge any residual charge. Do this a bunch of times to make sure you've been successful. Once discharged, it's safe to disconnect the rectifier. One side bolts onto the metal cabinet of the microwave with a round connector, and the other side connects to one side of the capacitor with a straight connector. Remove the rectifier completely. This is a high voltage rectifier. It's actually a stack of low voltage rectifiers in series. You can't use the diode tester function present on many multimeters. Instead, you will use a spare 9-volt battery and your multimeter set to the DC 20-volt range. With the rectifier's straight connector to the battery's positive terminal, you should read 2 to 6 volts. With the rectifier's round connector to the battery's positive terminal, you should read 0 volts. If you get something else, the rectifier is bad and you should replace it. The cost of a new rectifier is $10. Especially if the rectifier is short-circuited, you should check the capacitor, as a faulty rectifier can kill a high-voltage capacitor. Now let's look at the high-voltage capacitor. Printed on the side will be some numbers. The important numbers will be a number of UF, that is microfarads, and a number of volts. Use your multimeter set to the capacity range to test the capacitor. It should measure very close to the marked value. If it doesn't, replace with a new capacitor of the same ratings. The typical cost for a replacement high voltage capacitor is about $20. If the capacitor is bad, especially if it's short-circuited, you should check the rectifier, as a faulty capacitor can kill a high voltage rectifier. If the transformer, rectifier, and capacitor are okay, that leaves only the magnetron. Magnetron tubes usually last many years. Certainly, if the microwave oven was operated without anything in the cooking cavity, it's possible that the magnetron had been overheated, damaged, or destroyed. I don't recommend replacing a magnetron, not due to the cost, but due to the chance that the new magnetron might not be installed correctly, which could lead to microwave radiation leakage. There is one last possibility, and that is the control board. It's possible that it's not sending out the signal to tell the magnetron to turn on. Repairing a control board is beyond the scope of this video, and replacing it is usually not worth the money. Go out and buy a new microwave oven. Tell them that Mr. Brown sent you, and that they should subscribe to Mr. Brown's Basement for more interesting and unusual videos.
Thank you for getting this far in the video. When I first planned it, it was about fixing one specific microwave oven, a Panasonic. And as I watched it, it was too narrow in its focus. It wasn't going to help a large number of people. It evolved into a video about DYI microwave oven repair. I hope you found it useful and entertaining. If I made any serious mistakes, errors, or omissions, please let me know in the comments. I'm interested in improving my videos and interacting with the people who take their time to watch me and what I do. I hope you will choose to watch more of my videos in the future, and thank you again for watching. Can somebody let me out of here? Somebody? It's not going to go well if somebody makes popcorn. It's stuffy in here.